Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be doing an overview of Superman, American Alien. Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today I want to do an overview of this trade paperback, Superman, American Alien, and I will tell you why I want to do it. But before we get into that, let me please ask you to help me out, and please subscribe. Helps me out, helps the channel grow, lets you know when I drop new videos, all that good stuff. I'm aiming for 3 videos a week. So, Superman, American Alien. Yes, it says written by Max Landis on here. He is the writer of the book, and he had gained some internet fame with some video on the death of Superman years ago. He wrote, what movie was it? That Chronicle, which got made, and which was a pretty good movie. And then he got into some trouble in the Me Too era. I think right as his book was coming out, a little bit after this was collected maybe, he got Me Too'd because he's kind of an asshole. But I think he's on his way back up. I don't know in particular if, everything's good or he's getting regular work now, but this was like when he was peaking pretty much creatively in terms of being hot in Hollywood and comic books and all that other stuff. But I think this book doesn't get talked about enough because of that Me Too stuff. And I'm one of those people that, I want to separate the art from the artist. And I think there's too much good stuff in here to not talk about how this Superman, American Alien is an underrated gem. What's interesting about it is this is basically like Clark Kent's years before he becomes Superman. There is an issue at the end, I think, where he does put on like a suit here. But it's got a different artist with every issue, and highlights a different time in Superman's life as he's coming up in Superman. And you've seen this before a little bit with like Superman Birthright. Superman for All Seasons has a hint of that. Superman Earth 1, Volume 1 definitely has big hints of that. Before, like, he puts on the Shane Davis. Great artist. Now he's a comic skater, so we gotta throw up in our mouths a little bit when we talk about him. But half this book he doesn't have the suit on, so it's kind of weird that Superman keeps getting these like books that feature his pre-Superman like origin kind of thing. Batman, you'll get like the end take or a really interesting story, and it seems like Superman, whenever they pitch a new version or ask someone, hey, do whatever you want to do with Superman, what's the most interesting thing you can explore, it's like, well, we'll do before he becomes Superman or how he becomes Superman. Superman for All Seasons has probably about half of that with Superman in Smallville growing up and being a teenager and exploring it, and then the back half, I think, is when he's still got the costume on. This is a great read. I want to reread this. I haven't read it in a long, long time. Birthright, same thing. You got the whole thing with Superman in here. The first 3 or 4 issues, he's out of the costume, kind of finding his way. You see him make the costume and all that. This is another fantastic book, The Origin of the Man of Steel. You got Superman's Secret Origin, which I forgot to pull out also. So there's a lot of books about Superman's origin. This one, I think, is the most interesting so far. The most modern, the one that grabbed me that was like, wow, this is really good, and no one talks about it. I think because of what happened to Max Landis as this book was coming out. So now that we're a couple years removed, and we can kind of say, well, Max Landis, apologized. Maybe he atoned, maybe he didn't, who knows. But just as consumers, maybe we can talk about it a little bit more and not be disgusted with his behavior because, he's tried to atone for it. So there you go. You gotta forgive people. Some things are unforgivable, and they should be shunned and maybe thrown out of society. But from what I can recall, Max Landis doing wasn't on the level of Harvey Weinstein or anything like that. It was just him being a general asshole, of which I would say there's a lot of assholes out there. I've certainly been an asshole in my life, not in that particular way, but I can come off that way. Do I want to be shunned because of it for the rest of my life? No. And I'm certainly fine to admit when I'm wrong. So let's talk about this book. So this book has a different artist for each issue. There are 7 issues here, and there's a different artist for each issue, and each issue also highlights a different time in Clark's life. So you got like a younger Clark here with Nick Dragata, more cartoony, more fun, vibrant, and these are thick issues. They go into a whole lot here, just exploring how he became Superman on his way up. You got Ryan Sook here on doing the cover. This is Tommy Lee Edwards doing the interiors here. I like Tommy Lee Edwards. Some people don't. He's very heavy-handed on the inks. His colors whoever his colorist is incredible. Then you got Clark Kent kind of becoming a teenager or like a college kid here. Here's Doomsday out in the space. That's kind of cool. Doing Evan Shaner doing the and this isn't Evan Shaner, this is Joelle Jones. I guess Evan Shaner's just doing this one piece here. Joelle Jones, she's a fantastic artist. She went on to do a bunch of Batman with Tom King and then got her own Catwoman series. This is, I think, a little bit before all that started for her. But here's, Superman kind of getting drunk or trying to get drunk on a boat and then encountering Deathstroke. That's kind of cool. Before he decides to put on the suit. I got Mark Buckingham here with Mr. Mxyzptlk. More Ryan Sook covers. And Jay Lee. I think this is where here's Luthor. And he's starting out as a reporter. So all this stuff is cool. Got a little Batman, Bruce Wayne in here. And then I think you have, this is the one I really like, this issue, Eagle, where Superman kind of figures out how to fly for the first time. Got Francis Manapul on art. And he just does, look at this spread. Fantastic job. This book is a lot of fun. I really did enjoy reading this book as it came out, and I'm excited to reread it all at once here. Yeah, it's Superman wearing a black outfit, but if you read it, all makes sense when you read it in context, because the last issue with Jay Lee, he encountered Batman, so of course he's kind of inspired by Batman a little bit to put on a costume. That's why the colors reflect it, but I think there's a reason in here why he changes the colors a little bit later on. I think this is the final issue. Jonathan Case doing the art here. So this is fun. Green Lantern, Abin Sur. Oh, nope. Jock doing the final issue here. There you go. Now he's in costume, fighting Lobo. So yeah, this is fun. This is like, he's fighting a whole bunch of different people. A new encounter each issue. Each issue is kind of self-contained. Here's the variant covers. Telling a different type of story. It's just like, here's a snapshot of this moment in life. This could have happened. This could have happened. And it's different. It's not as steeped in like the Superman Krypton lore that Mark Waid presented. It's not like the classic ho-hum 50s era Superman like Jeff Loeb did back in the day. And it's not this like super modern J. Michael Straczynski take from Superman Earth 1. It's Superman with a little bit of an edge because he's finding his way. He's exploring himself. Maybe if you're a big Superman fan, you're not going to like him on this boat partying and stuff like that. But, come on. Like, Superman never tried to get drunk. You got to be kidding me that he never once, misbehaved or anything like that. I think that's a misnomer. If he's going to be human, then let him be human and let him make some mistakes a little bit. But yeah, this is not a Superman comic. It's a Clark Kent comic. So he got some breakdowns here and some, plots, or here's the pitch for the entire series. Some alternate covers, some character designs. So there's good stuff in here. I think Superman American Alien, I think it's worth a look. If you have not read this, I would say check it out. I actually picked this up. It's all gunky over here. I picked this up at an Ollie's discount store for $3, which definitely makes it worth its while. For as good a story as it is, to pick it up for $3.99, you can definitely still find it online, probably for regular price. It regularly retails for $19.99. But if you got an Ollie's near you, I would say check it out. It might be there. I know the ones in Florida definitely have a bunch of these in Florida. So I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very different from these other kind of similar Superman things. And I think that's what makes it stand out for me, is that it is so different from these other pre-Superman Clark Kent stories that we've seen told before, then that's what I enjoyed most about it. And having a new artist each issue inject some new life into that story to change it up a bit is a whole lot of fun too. So I think this is worth checking out. Is it going to become a new Superman classic? I don't know. I think Max Landis kind of shot himself in the foot as far as that goes. But I think this is an underrated gem. So if you ignore the name and just read it, I think you're going to have a whole lot of fun with it. If you don't have any issues with that kind of stuff, don't ignore the name, just read it. It's going to be great. So I think you can separate the art from the artist, especially when there's so much good work in here from everybody else involved. Tommy Lee Edwards, Nick Dragata, Joel Jones, Jay Lee, Francis Manipul, Jonathan Case, Jock. These are all still artists working in the industry, They deserve their respect too, and they do a phenomenal job telling this fun little romp of a story. And each issue is a little bit self-contained, but they do all tie together. They do kind of tell one story all together. But I mean, you could start in the middle of it and read one issue and I don't think you'd be confused. It's not like Superman Birthright in that way where every issue here builds on the next one. So Superman American Alien, I think you should give it a shot if you haven't read it before. Definitely worth checking out. Comes with my recommendation. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of Superman American Alien down below in the comments, and we will see you guys next time on The Funny Pages.